Hey guys, so 3-day weekend. I got home and my roommate was like, "Hey, what a wonderful kind of day." No, she was like, "Hey," I'm like, "What?" She said, "No work tomorrow." I said, "Why?" She said something about not enough chips for the machines. And I said, "Why the hell should that matter? Every Friday since I've been back, no one's there on Fridays. The machines are down. So why should the chips matter? When we get there on Fridays, it's me, her, the cleaning woman, her name is Susan, our boss, and then the higher ups. So why is the whole factory closed? But you're like, oh, John, that's great. It's a 3-day weekend. No, remember, I only work 3 days a week. So that's 5 hours of work that I'm not getting. That's $9 an hour I'm not getting. That's what, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. $45 that I'm not getting, which doesn't sound like a lot to you guys who have actual paychecks. But for me, who's only getting like 100 something per paycheck every 2 weeks, $45 is a lot. So that's $45 that I'm not getting. And we get paid what, next Friday? And that's rent paycheck. So it's so glad that I have YouTube and everything to help me out in case I need some extra money. Oh, wait. So, yeah, no work tomorrow. I don't know what am I gonna do. What am I gonna do all day? I don't know. I've never had a day off like that before. No. Okay. But it's well. I mean, I haven't really been feeling that great anyway since the weather's been changing. I mean, got all the congestion, my throat hurts, and I mean probably from all I'm doing, eating because I'm fat. But uh, yeah, so I really haven't been feeling that great anyway. But yeah, um, I was at work yesterday. I had to go in early because obviously Wednesday, and I got there. It was like 8:30, and the front door was open. Like the employee entrance, we scan our badge, and the door opens. Well, I don't have my badge yet, so I'm like, hmm, and it's open. I'm like, hmm. So it's 8:30. I go in, I clock in, I go to the bathroom. I'm sitting in the stall doing my business, like early morning business. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a man, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you ladies too. Maybe you do this in the morning as well. But I know for the most part, guys, we do this in the morning because we don't want to go throughout the entire day, uh, you know, with a, with bowels full and all that. So I'm in the last stall and I'm doing my business, and people come in, and I have such a bad sense of humor, but you guys should know that by now. Obviously, that no one knows that I'm in there. Obviously, I'm not making any sound or anything. And I'm thinking, what if I was to just like start like making sounds with my mouth, like kind of like a jacking off sound, or just like on my arm, just tapping on my arm, and just like making groans, like just like they're taking a piss or something, and over in the stall, that you just hear clack, 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 clack. It's also sick because someone came in there, took a piss, and left without washing his hands. That's fucking disgusting. These people are grown men, and they're higher ups, which is even more pathetic. They just fucking go in there, touch their dick, flop it around a little bit, in the bathroom, and then they just leave to without washing their hands. That's fucking disgusting. And then they're touching all these other fucking things like hit doorknobs, and right, not too long before they were, or not too long after they were touching their knob. So now all the freaking doorknobs they touch are covered in their fucking piss juice and fucking gross. I'm like, Jesus, how hard is it to wash your goddamn hands after you take a piss? Unless you're standing there like, ah, look, ma, no hands. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to like, just like, just do that with my arm, and just like, just be stupid. But yeah, I got there 8:30. I got down to my area at like 9 because I had to do garbage and stuff like that. But luckily enough, it didn't change much from Monday. Monday was a bad day. That was scary because my mind went completely blank on Monday. I'm down there and I get the first bailout just fine. And then I'm doing the second bail, and for some reason my mind goes blank, and I'm like, okay, wait, what was I supposed to do next? And I was about to have a breakdown because I could not remember for the life of me. And that was the first time that's ever happened to where my mind goes that blank. So I just, I left the bailer as it was. I'm like, okay, I'm done with the bailer. I'll just come back Wednesday when I have a clear mind. I got everything done on yesterday, or not on yesterday. Yesterday, I got down there. There was 12, 13 boxes or something. Like I said, it's about 6 boxes for a bale. I got about 2.5 bales done. I got 2 bales out, and then there's one in there right now that's ready to come out, but I had no more tubes to put in to, push it out or anything. So I just have to wait till possibly Monday if we have work on Monday. So, but yeah, Monday, I don't know what the fuck happened. I had done it already, and then just my mind went completely blank. You know, it was kind of scary. One, I'm getting older. 2, it's part of the whole fibro thing, and it fucks with your mind. But hopefully it doesn't get worse. Like, hopefully that's not a reoccurring thing. But there are times you guys watch me. I sometimes forget the simplest words, and I'm sitting there for like a few seconds trying to remember a simple fucking word. So it's not like I'm making this shit up. I genuinely, like, when you have it's just like the word, you know what you're trying to say, but it's not there. And if you know anyone who has like fibromyalgia or something like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it also took a while just to get shit done on yesterday. So the forklift drivers are the ones who are supposed to take the bales out. The black woman, she takes her goddamn time. Now, I say, hey, because I try to be nice about it. I'm like, hey, I've got a bale over there ready to come out whenever you're ready. Well, for her, whenever she's ready, is like an hour and a half. It's like, I don't have an hour and a half to wait. So I usually try to find the white woman. She normally gets it right away. If I find her, I just say, hey, I've got a bale. She's like, all right, on my way. The other one, was it last week? I went over to her. I said, yeah, I've got a bale ready to come out just whenever you're ready. About an hour, 30 minutes later, still not out. It got to the point where my boss had to go get it out. Luckily, my boss knows how to ride the forklift. So she had to go get it because the other woman wasn't fucking doing it. She was sitting there over at her desk, eating her potato chips, doing paperwork that she could easily just paused on to get the bale out an hour and 30 minutes ago. But yeah, so I finished up yesterday, and I'm sitting there in the break room in the canteen eating my lunch, and Mr. John walks in, who's the older guy. He's been there for a while. He does the forklift. He also works the machines, but he said something about if they brought the tubes over, because they were cutting tubes yesterday. I said, no, they haven't brought anything over yet. And he said, something, I think he said something like they didn't know what they were going to do with them. Because normally Fridays, that's when the garbages are dumped, like the dumpsters outside, and they'll throw tubes away. But I'm like, well, they have to do something, because if I tried to put those boxes onto the hand jack, they would just, because they filled them to the top, to where if I tried to move them, they would just, so I would try to pull them, with the hand jack, pull them over, and they would just keep spilling over, and I would end up just having to pick them up over and over. So, but the factory is not going to be open tomorrow, so it doesn't matter in the slightest. But basically, I was like, yeah, if I go there tomorrow, and they're still over there, they haven't brought them over, I'm not fucking doing them. I'm not dragging those things one by one. Not fucking happening. I mean, common fucking courtesy. Anyone knows that the person who works to saw, once you're done sawing and you have boxes, you bring those boxes over to the baler. You don't just leave them there. It's common fucking courtesy, and it's pretty much required of any person who uses the saw. I mean, yeah, I bale them, but you're the one cutting them. So it's your responsibility to get the boxes from where they are over to the baler. Because normally the people who are down there are the ones with the forklifts, and it's a lot easier to get 2 boxes over there with forklifts rather than me trying to get one over at a time on a freaking hand jack. So I mean, it's just fucking common courtesy. But the people in the factory don't give a fuck. Like the box, the universal box, that really tall one I was talking about, it's still sitting down there. I mean, obviously I have to take the tubes out of it, but it's like, there's a baler down there, there's a lift, that only certain boxes can fit on the lift. Why would you put those tubes in a box won't fucking fit on the lift? Common sense, common courtesy. I understand everyone has their own job, but they have to remember someone is down there taking care of their shit. All those the tubes and everything they get rid of, you think they just magically disappear? No, I'm bailing them. Common fucking courtesy. Like, when I do a job, I always keep in mind everyone else. I'm like, okay, wait, I'm doing this, so if it's going down there, or for these people, okay, I'm going to want to do this, make their job a little easier. And that's how I've always been. So I want to help make other jobs easier for other people, because I know not everyone has time or wants to fucking do excess bullshit. I'm there to bale the tubes. I'm not there to fucking take these universal boxes and keep digging inside of them, putting tubes into other boxes because they wanted to fill up the wrong box. Or putting boxes on pallets the wrong way. I mean, a pallet is a fucking stationary object, and yet, so here's the pallet, and then you'll have a stack of cardboard, but like it's hanging off the side. You'll have hanging off the side like that, and it'll just, it's just like all over. It's like, how hard is it to just flat, nice and even on the fucking pallet? How is it that here's a pallet and you got the thing hanging off? Common sense, people. Someone down there has to get rid, bail these boxes. I guess that brings up a good question. Your guys' jobs. What's something that could be a common courtesy at your job? Something that you wish they would do just to make your job easier, or just easier for other people. Because I'm sure if you guys, when you're not there, so it's like a shift thing. What do people do that you say, man, I wish they would just do this to help me out a little bit? Let me know below. But common courtesy, like I've always said, just be kind. It doesn't take anything. You see what the forklift drivers, the same thing. They'll bring down plastic, and we have plastic stacked up one box on top of the other, and they come down with forklifts, which are easily able to lift the boxes up. When those boxes are full of plastic, they're fucking heavy. So you see that they're, 2, 2, 2, 2. Instead, they just like fucking drop them. They just like pile them all in. It's like, how hard is it to just lift it up? Woo, there you go. Now it's on top of another box. But instead, we have to go there and fucking strain ourselves. And people are like, it's just plastic. Shouldn't be that. This is different kind of plastic. This is like, the plastic's like this fucking thick. It's heavy. And, the box is about this tall. And they just stuff as much as possible inside of it. So it's a heavy box of plastic. Now there's other plastic, like better plastic, that's like more free forming and easier because it can crumple up and stuff like that. But this heavier, thicker plastic, no. If it's all in a box, it's fucking heavy. And then we've got to try lifting that shit onto other boxes to make more room and make it look nice. When all these forklift drivers have to do is just lift it up, bring it over, and boom, done. But yeah. So moral of the story, no work tomorrow. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. But yeah, the question is, at your job, what's a common courtesy you wish people would do a lot more to help, make your job a little easier, or something that you do maybe to make other people's jobs easier? Because like I said, when I do a job, no matter what job it is, I'm always thinking about the person who's coming in to replace me. Like if I'm in the morning and I know someone's coming in to replace me during the day, I'm going to want them to not have to worry about trying to catch up or have their job become more complicated because of something I didn't do or didn't do right or should have done or something I could have done to make just things easier. So yeah, just a common courtesy you wish that people would do where you work, or something you do to make people make their lives a little easier where they for them where you work, that you do rather. Yeah, all that below. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.